WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. All right, so going ahead with this match, I thought that was something that was really cool is that we did get Drew McIntyre coming out with, because, you know, obviously because of his Scottish heritage, a very rowdy Piper-esque type of entrance. So I thought that was really cool. And then Seth Rollins came out with some sort of parade with him. You know, he brought himself an army for the entrance. I'm like, oh man, bring all of them for the Bloodline. You're gonna need that army, right? So as soon as the bell gets going, Drew McIntyre comes in like boom, right there with the Claymore for Seth Rollins. And I'm thinking, man, this right here is how you kick off WrestleMania 40. They were even saying that the weather was a lot warmer now compared to what it was the previous night. So the fans were definitely really rowdy for this. From there, the story of the match is that Seth Rollins hurt his knee, of course, being in the main event the previous night. And from there, basically, you get a lot of working the knee with Drew McIntyre. And you got CM Punk on commentary, who I thought was very entertaining. He's just so good, so unnatural. You know, like he says, his mouth still works, and you hear that through the commentary. So there's a lot of counters. They're evading each other's finishers. Yeah, there's a lot of spamming of the finishers here, but a lot of in-between stuff. So not like, I would say, those matches where you would have like Goldberg and Drew McIntyre, you know, just like when you had Braun, Goldberg, and Roman, who, you know, they not only do their finishers, but they would also implement a lot of different moves in between. This was different from that compared to some of those matches we've seen before in like a lot of those Goldberg matches and stuff. From there, you had the audience basically at one point Drew McIntyre goes for the go to sleep, and CM Punk makes a funny comment, said, yeah, CM Punk is actually telling the audience what he's doing, putting them to sleep. So that was very entertaining. You had a lot of finishers, once again, with a lot of great near falls. Drew McIntyre, he then hits one more Claymore and gets the emotional pinfall 1, 2, 3 on Seth Rollins, who gave it his all but just couldn't hack it in there with that one bad leg. And man, audience erupted. I erupted because I was so glad. I've been Drew McIntyre since the day he walked out as the chosen one, and finally seeing him win a world championship here in front of an actual audience, because the pandemic not only robbed him but robbed the fans, robbed everybody of seeing this great moment, and robbed him of experiencing that great moment. So that was awesome to see, and you could just tell how Drew was so emotional about it, just hearing the audience around him holding the world title. And then he eventually even goes and presents the title to his wife. So I thought that was an awesome moment, as opposed to last time where, you know, he had to watch it taped during WrestleMania 36. And then from here, we get him talking trash to CM Punk as he's walking away. And yes, Drew McIntyre is walking away. CM Punk then has enough of this guy's crap, and he goes ahead and swifts his leg down and yanks Drew's leg, and Drew falls onto the announce table. And basically after this, CM Punk takes his arm brace off and just starts going to work on Drew McIntyre, beating him down over. He was whooping Drew McIntyre with his metal arm brace like The Rock was whooping Cody Rhodes a couple of Monday Night Raws ago. So I figured this was gonna go ahead and end up happening. Yo, we got SMP 2930. What up, man, in the chat? Thanks for joining my review. But man, that was awesome to see here. And let me go ahead and see if I can highlight your show. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this whole live stream. So there you are. Went ahead basically for there, getting used to this new live stream. But that being said, shout out by the way to Aaron Riff, who introduced me to StreamYard. So that was awesome. And then we get to the cash in.